Hello friends, today we are going to discuss time management. We all know that time management is a very essential and life skill to get success. The people who have achieved great success have eventually learned to manage their time well. In this regard, in order to get success and improve upon our life, today we are going to discuss time management. For our today's session, these are our learning objectives. In this today's discussion, we will analyze what is time management. We will learn to differentiate between time management techniques. We will apply different time management techniques and ultimately we will create our own time management strategy. So friends, if we have ventured upon to develop our time management skill, it becomes essential at first to identify what is our current time management skill. And for that purpose, I have prepared these quizzes. Read them carefully and answer them into yes and no. Each yes will get 1 mark and each no will get 0 marks. In this way, answer these all 10 questions and recollect your scores. I will pause for a while for you people to read the quizzes and determine your scores. Okay, we will move forward. So, once you have identified your scores, let me tell you, those people who have scored from 8 to 10, these people are doing well. They are well and good time managers. Those who have scored 5 to 7 are average time management people, and those who have scored 1 to 4, they should immediately get a plan and implement upon their time management skill. Now, specifically we will discuss how to improve upon the time management skills and ultimately we will form our own strategy. Each and everybody in this world have 24 hours. In broad two categories we can divide our all 24 hours. At first, tasks that allow me the personal control of my time and tasks that limit me from personal control of my time. In this first category, there are tasks which I can control or I can maneuver to do these tasks. In the second category are the tasks or the responsibilities which forcefully I have to do. For example, if I am an employee in an organization, at that time 10 to 5 is my time frame where I work for my company. So this is the time frame where the task limits me from my personal control of the time, and the remaining time is the time where I have personal control of my time. Once we divided our time into these two categories, we will move forward. In these two categories, at first in this personal control of my time, these are the self-generated time wasters. We call them as self-generated. It's because people themselves causes them and eventually they cost them the time. The first one is disorganization. Disorganization is very common and is found in each and every individual. Disorganization means you are not organizing the events, the things and the incidents in your life. That's what is causing you too much time. The second one is procrastination. In procrastination, you avoid the important works and the works which are having deadlines and focuses upon the less trivial or less important things. Inability to say no stands for though you want to say no but you are unable to say no. This is called as inability to say no. If you are firm to say no, in this way you can save your time as well. The dry intellectualism. Dry intellectualism term stands for people unnecessarily argue with other people or try for perfectionism, which is not essential. That is called as dry intellectualism. The next one is unnecessary perfectionism. If we are doing some works, there are few works which require minimum requirement of your performance, and some are there which requires the highest performance. So people don't segregate between them, and those trivial works they provide more time, and ultimately it costs them more. The next category, these are called as common time wasters. The next category is environmental time wasters. Environmental time waster means the environment forces you people to make these mistakes. Unproductive meeting. If I am working in an organization, at that time I have to witness an unproductive meeting. In those unproductive meeting, I have less role, but I have to attend them, which causes me ultimately time. Second one is telephone calls. It is not necessary when each and every time phone rings, you should pick it up. Third one is waiting for someone. Waiting for someone also costs you too much time. Tea time conversation. Tea time in India is just for the refreshment. If you are making it a conversational activity, it will cost too much more time. The visitors. The visitors are uninvited, and we cannot clip them or short them very immediately. Next one is crisis. Unnecessarily, crisis arises in work environment, and in this way it costs us too much time. Next is how to deal with your time wasters. In the previous slides, we have identified environmental time wasters and self-generated time wasters. From these two slides, identify the most three serious time wasters. Identify them. What are they? How much time it consumes? What causes them? Make a written draft of all these. Then we will discuss how to deal with these time wasters. In order to deal with the time wasters and eventually save our time, there are few techniques. Few of them I am saying with you people: ABC method, Pareto analysis, Eisenhower method, and rack method. The first one is ABC method. In this ABC method, we prioritize our works in the categories as A, B, C, and D. The first category is must do category. The second priority B is should do category, and the priority C is nice to do. In must do category, I will put the most important works at the priority at the first of the at the top of my priority. In this way, there could be several A priority tasks: A1, A2, A3. Afterward, B should do category: B1, B2, B3. In this way, I will categorize my entire works from on daily basis, on weekly basis, on monthly basis, and based upon these priorities, I will give them time. In this way, I can give less important tasks less time. Okay, this is ABC method. Next one is Pareto analysis. The Pareto analysis or the Pareto time management technique was introduced by Wilfred Pareto. He is an Italian economist in 19th century. Pareto did two broad categories of the time. Okay, 80 and 20 pattern. In this method, he put forward that 80% of the people or the task provides 20% result, and 20% of the task or people provides 80% result. In this way, in these two broad categories, he put few tasks which provides larger impact or output, and large amount of tasks which provide less output. So in this way, he provides more important to this 20% task which provide 80% return, and to avoid and tells us to avoid this 80% which provides 20% output. In this way, we will focus upon these 20% which are important, and we will provide more less focus upon these 80% which provides only 20% outcome. Next is Eisenhower method. In this method as well, we can divide tasks into urgent and non-urgent. Okay, in this way, in urgent categories, we can do some works by ourselves and we can delegate some works. In the not urgent category, we will decide how to do it, and we can delete some works as well. In this way, The next category is ARAC method. ARAC method is a very simple and easy to understand method. In this method, R stands for a record, A stands for analyze, C stands for change. At first, what we have to do is that we have to record our 24 day, a random day, into all our day-to-day activity. Just make a record. Simple. R is complete. Once you make the record, R is complete. A, analyze. Once you have completed the record, you have to analyze those tasks, those performance, those activities you have recorded into two categories, productive and unproductive. Then you have to identify how much time your unproductive activity consumes from your 24 hours, and you will change those unproductive activities into productive one. In this way, based upon this record, based upon this analysis, you will change a schedule and prepare your new timetable. So friends, these are the techniques we have discussed today in today's discussion: ABC method, Pareto analysis, Eisenhower method, and RAC method. Now this is the case study I have provided for you. Read the slide carefully and provide your solution. I will pause for a while. In the same regard, there is a case study second. Read the slide carefully and provide your solution. In the first case study, the solution is technological help. The John in this slide or in this situation should get a technological help. Sorry for that. In case study 2, actually John should take technological help, and in case study 1, John should delegate the work and assign the work to his other resources or the other people who are equally competent to do the job. Thank you. Thank you very much.